And when I first started it's a response to a column by George Wills, who is a horrible human being. He wrote
AKA right wing.
He wrote a column arguing that people are faking being sexually assaulted in order to claim privileges from it because he's the worst. Yeah, he tried to speak at Miami University, but the badass feminist organization on campus and a bunch of other social justice orgs like protested. It was great, but he's a horrible human being. And I was trying to write this piece as a response. And at first I was trying to be like eloquent in the response and like write something that will be gift on Tumblr when it is finally filmed.
Life goals, life goals.
Life goals. Basically, I'm a broken human, and then I realized I just needed to be mad. So this is me just being mad, and it's super rough, and the usual trigger warning for my shit applies. So, all right, well, let's just do the thing.
Proud of you.
Old white man in the Washington Post says he wants to talk about privilege. And sure, why not? After all, he and I both live in some of the safest bodies around, white, cisgender. And then he finishes his sentence. And he tells us, stroking his chin, brow furrowed with conservative concern, that he's worried. He's worried about the privileges of victimhood. Let me list, then, the privileges of my victimhood. The privileges of having my story torn down into the same bite-sized question, what were you wearing? Nothing that made this right, but since a fucker asked. Blue jeans, size 8, the rip in the left ankle, white sneakers with no socks, and a pink 101 Dalmatian sweater, large enough for me to pull my whole 9-year-old body into, but not large enough to hide in. Of being made into fruit that either rots from the inside or withers tragic on the vine, no longer a person or even a body, just leftovers that someone else took a bite out of and then threw away. Of finally, after 12 years, being strong enough to fight back and hitting my best friend across the face instead. Of realizing that my lover is learning already to listen for when I forget to breathe, is already starting to touch me like I will break. Of leaving my body because it is no longer a safe place to be. So, old white man in the Washington Post, if you call these privileges, let me tell you, I will trade you.